Good morning, friends. Today for writing, we're going to continue talking about the rainforest, but we're also going to talk about other areas. And those areas in nature can be called biomes. Biomes describe an area of nature where animals or humans or insects, whatever, live and work and play, and they exist in a cycle together. Let's take a look at some of them. This one is the forest. The forest we know a lot about in New Jersey because we have areas where we live called the pinelands that could be known as the forest. This is going to be the tundra, so where it's really cold and icy. This is, this must be the desert. The desert would be out west where it's really dry and arid and hot. These are the grassland plains, like in Africa. Think about the animals that you know that live around there. And then this is the rainforest or the jungle. And I'm noticing the tree canopy above and the layers that we've talked about, and think about the animals you know that live there. So this is my biome book. The first thing I do is always the same. I pick up my pencil and write my name. I'm going to go ahead and type my name right in here. You can either use this extension on Google Chrome to do it right on the document, or you can print it out in home and practice your handwriting. I'm going to do it right like that. So my biome book by Mrs. Piccinini. So now as I go through the book, I want you to notice that there's outlines. So it's ideal for handwriting practice, but if you don't have access to a printer, that's fine. So there's outlines and there's sentence starters with a missing word for each of the sentences. And that's for us to complete with whatever word we want to put there that fits. We want to choose something that looks right, sounds right, and makes sense. Let me show you what I mean. There is a blank in the rainforest. This picture shows me that it's the rainforest. The words tell me that that's right. And now I have to think about there is a blank in the rainforest. I'm going to use my own idea to come up with a word. When I think about the rainforest, I think a lot about birds. So that's the word I'm going to write here. And I'm going to use the drawing tool. And I don't need to put a period this time because the word that I'm adding is actually in the middle of the sentence, and they left the period for me here. I do think that if you print it out, it's a good idea to go over it with your pencil to practice your handwriting and the lines. But let's just continue on. There is a blank in the desert. Well, when I think about hot, dry places, I always think about lizards. So I think that there is a lizard in the desert. That's the word I'm going to use. You can use my animal or you can come up with one of your own. There is a blank in the tundra. I'm going to put polar bear. I'm going to write polar bear here. Mr. Piccinini likes penguins. Maybe he would write the word penguin. What's another animal that you can think of that you could write there? Okay. There is a blank in the grasslands. Well, when I think of grasslands, I always think of lions roaming around in Africa. Mr. Piccinini's favorite animal in the grasslands is probably a giraffe. What's yours? There is a blank in the forest. Well, it might not be the forest here in Morrilton and Medford, but we do have a lot of trees, and I see a lot of deer. So I'm thinking of the deer that I always see when I go for a long walk. Okay. So again, for our writing assignment today, we're thinking about the different biomes or the different places that animals live and work and play. And what would we use our background schema to come up with different animals that we know that live in each of these places? Can't wait to see if you use some of the same animals that I did or you came up with different ones. Have fun. Bye.